Morning, everybody. So let's have a look at the Dow. Now, the Dow has really started to concern me, and I'll show you now why. So, looking at the weekly, you can see how Dickinson and Keeganson were running flat, and we are now pointing to the downside. Okay, now this is not a really good signal. And the other thing, it's taken us 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and we have not broken through the weekly Dickinson. Okay, we're staying below it. And normally when we stay below it and price tracks us, pointing to the downside, we are moving down. Okay, so there are some warning signs here, and I had a look at a lot of the US stocks over the weekend, and I've put up a couple of videos on a few key ones, like Amazon and Google and Apple, Netflix. And the picture on those stocks is not very pretty at all. So there's a lot of warning bells going off in my head on this at the moment. So yeah, I think let's just do this. And got it. That's good enough. Okay, so we have the weekly Dickinson here, and it's pointing down. Okay, so that is our first level. Then we have this swing low here, this bar here. So the tail of it, you can see how it's a pretty important level. Okay, and I think we'll find one on the daily as well. So let's just move to the daily quickly. Okay, so we can see how that is a pretty critical level. You can see how we have the daily Dickinson here as well. Okay, there's no moving averages, and I just want to check. I don't think this Brooks gap closed. No, that's still open. Okay, so this tail here of this bar, if we put a line right on the tail, you can see how Friday didn't come down to there. It stopped a couple of points short. And when that happens, I mean, you can check it on most time frames. You'll see there's always a high probability that price is going to come back and test this level again. And we don't have, so we are sitting up at the moment, but nothing in my mind. We've also got the 1500 EMA on the daily that are now grouped together. We are far above the 200, but we haven't actually had moving averages crossovers yet. You know what I mean? So we haven't had them crossover and pointing to the upside. They are all just starting to go horizontal. And there's something brewing here, which is, I'm not convinced that we're going to have much more upside. Let me put it that way. Okay, so this level is critical. Okay, this is a very critical level. But on the lower time frames, what may happen is, let's get there. So we have a swing low on this bar, and we have a swing high here. So there is definitely scope for something to happen there, and there is scope for something to happen there. So we have flat cloud, we have two tails here, and we have our one daily, which is just below that. So this is a very interesting area. What is that? That is 24,400. Okay. Now, I would like to say that we had a little breakout here. Sorry, guys, it's going to get a bit messy, but this is kind of what we have to do. So we had a megaphone formation here, and we've had a breakout at the moment. So the one play that we have here is that we're going to head for there. So this move up We then consolidated, and then if we break through this, we expect another move up of the same distance that this move up was. Now, it could be, okay, so that's the one play that could happen, or alternatively, just delete that. Alternatively, we could end up with a double top, okay, and this is the double top in a downtrend. So in other words, we are trending down. So from here down to here, this is kind of the downtrend that we are focused on now. And if we just get rid of that segment, so that, oh, we shouldn't have got rid of that one. Sorry, guys. Trying to keep the noise out, but not focusing on why we've got it in the first place. Okay. Let's just make that blue so we know what it is. Okay, so go back to the 4 hour. So we have the weekly Dickinson here, okay? And I mean, what I said now, we have a downtrend, and that essentially is our downtrend. That's 1, 2. So remember, when I'm drawing my trend lines, I look for the first two. There's the first one. There's the second one. It was slightly through, doesn't matter. There's a third one, slightly through, doesn't matter. It's a fourth one. And we are on it again. So I'm almost willing to believe, and I think it's exactly how I'm going to play this, is I just want to find a proper level. So it'll be this previous high here, because anything above that will break. So for me, it's going to be short of 24,400. So we'll short the Dow 24,400 and see what happens. If we do come down and break this 200 EMA, sorry, then we can expect some more downside. And then obviously our downside targets are going to be this bottom here. So let's just get these targets in. So your first target is going to be the weekly pivot over there. Okay. Your second target is going to be this flat cloud, and then your third target will be down here. Okay. And to the upside, yeah, this area here is what I'm really watching. Just going to have a look at the Bill Williams quickly, because that will give us an indication of what's going on. So at this stage we have, okay, I'm just going to tidy this up now, right? So let's just get rid of all our drawn objects. That's better. Okay, so we have price that crossed over here, okay, and we are sitting there, right? So that's the general direction that price is taking. And the alligator, the Bill Williams alligator, is crossed over here, and I'm focusing on the red line here, right? So this is giving me deviation, which is indicating that there's a turn happening. We are on the monthly pivot, okay, which is a pretty critical level. And if we go to the 4 hour, we do have the 200 EMA up here. That's quite far. And if we have a look at the daily, we're probably going to be, okay, we're horizontal. You can see how the Bill Williams is just going flat. And are we on? So, okay, so from a Bill Williams perspective on the daily as well, you see the blue line? So blue is sitting above at the top of the red and green line, and we've also kind of just bouncing off it at the moment, which is not a very positive signal. And we're also below the zero line here on the awesome oscillator. So from a Bill Williams perspective as well, there's warning bells. There are big warning bells here. So yes, so guys, I think for me, I'm going to be looking for shorts here. and which basically means any of my trades on the DAX today will definitely be, if we do rise first, it'll definitely be short. If we do drop to the bottom, drop a little bit, I'll get in long, but profit taking at the levels and then looking for shorts until we get some really positive signals going. And yeah, on the hour we are positive here on the Dow, but with those big levels just above it, with 24,400 being such a big level, I think, I'll play to the downside first and then see how it goes from there. So yeah, that's my take on it. And what I will do for you quickly is just get down to this level and let's just clear up everything again. And I can see something that is already telling me I'm right. And that is that. Okay, so it's a rising wedge. So what you're going to see here is you're going to see consolidation for most of the day. We're going to pop up to this 24,400 area. So it'll be right over there. That's 24,412. And we may just pop up a little bit higher. Okay, so now you can see all the interaction at this level. So we may pop up to there. And we need a third one, and our third one will be there. So this tail here, because we've got tail, and we've got an open and close here as well. And here we've got tail to bottom. So that's a solid area. And then obviously we've got the monthly pivot here as well. So yeah, so I'll be watching what happens up here. And I'm always inclined to take the third one. So this is the first one, second, third. So I'll look for something in between these two for a short, which is 24,440 area. Anyway, guys, that's the Dow. I think I'm looking for shorts, and we'll see how it goes. Hope it helps. Catch you later.